Hello, wonderful people. Good to have you again. Good to have you again in this live section. Good to have you again. Welcome from wherever you're watching me from. If you're watching me on Facebook, you're welcome. If you're watching me on Instagram, you're welcome. You're watching me on Facebook, you're also welcome. Please, as you're joining, remember to like and share this live broadcast, because in that way it helps YouTube to spread this video so that others who need to see this video will see it. So that's the essence, nothing more, nothing less. Good to have you again. Welcome. As you are joining, my children are back from school. As you are joining, please like and share this live broadcast. In that way, others can be able to join us. And share to your friends and loved ones wherever you are watching me from. Like and share this live broadcast. David, I'm live already. Please. Now I'm going. I don't want to see you before YouTube assume now. No, you can't take. Ask your daddy. He will give you. I'll give you a hug after this live. You didn't come on time. I'm sorry. I'm already late. We'll talk later. Debbie! Please bear with me. Oh, this is my daughter just acting here. Debbie, please. Debbie, please. Oh no, Deborah. Imagine make sure before we milk sooner. So sorry about that. That's my daughter. I don't know what I'm even doing here. What exactly is going on now? I don't know what I was doing. This guy is trying to confuse me. All right. I'm trying to share this, and I know so good to have you all again. I don't know who is in the building. I'm just preparing myself because I know it's not an easy one anyway. But what can we do? Nothing. There is absolutely nothing we can do here. So right now today's live section is gonna be hot. I think so. I don't know if you're excited to run this live stream with me, because honestly today is we're gonna blow out some truth here that maybe some of you don't know about. So please, as you're joining, remember to like and share this live broadcast. In that way, others can be able to join us. That's the only way you tell YouTube, hey, I'm interested in this live section, and that is it. So as you are joining, please like and share this live broadcast. Share to wherever you feel like to share. We've spent 3 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, here. Is it 3 minutes? Okay. All right. So right now, without taking much of your time, let's give it a start. Let's just hit the button. Oh, so who is ready to rock this live section tonight with me? Because tonight we're gonna share some important things in this life. And who is ready? If you're ready, let me know in the chat or in the comments if you're ready. And I think I need to keep this one here. Melio. All right. Let me start with a question. Yes, let's start with that. Have you ever been completely ignored? Like I said, we're going to treat silent treatment in a relationship. Have you ever been ignored, like completely ignored by someone you love? And it felt louder than shouting. No words, no eye contact, just silence. Oh. Now, and you are left wondering, did I do something wrong? Should I chase them or back off? Tonight, we are breaking down what silent treatment really means, why it's so damaging, and most importantly, how to respond in a way that aligns with biblical wisdom, not emotional reaction. Yeah, because how you respond in this moment can either heal your relationship or slowly destroy it. Be honest with me. Have you ever been ignored by someone you love and it stayed on your mind all day? Yes. It stayed on your mind all day. So, if that's you, I want you to type me in the chat or in the comments if you're watching the replay or you're watching me on Facebook and Instagram. I want to see how many people or how many of you this is affecting right now, because it's crucial. So as usual, we always divide, like in every live section I go into, I do my live section by my live streaming by section, and or by parts, depends. So especially most of the time, because I always divide it. So we're gonna have different section in this live stream. Like I told you, we're gonna discuss everything. So this live stream is divided into 7 sections we're gonna talk about today, and let's move into the first one, and that is what the silent treatment really means. You know, most of the time, most of you don't know what it means, and that's why you don't address it, especially when you see it, because if you don't know what something means, you can't talk about it. But when you know what it means, you can really talk about it. Let's be clear here, not all silence is the same. You need to know this. You need to bear this in mind. There is a difference between talking or okay, let's say there's a difference between taking space to calm down, maybe calm your nerves or calm whatsoever has been bothering you, and also using silence as a weapon. The silent treatment in its unhealthy form is emotional withdrawal. It is used to punish, to control or avoid accountability altogether. It often communicates first thing, because like I told you, if you don't know what something is, you cannot address it. But if you know what it is, you can try your best to what exactly is this person trying to say. They may not say words, but their silence is saying something. So first things first is communicating, you don't deserve my attention. Some people may not necessarily talk to you, but their silence has spoken. So the first thing that silence is communicating is, you do not deserve my attention. The second thing it can communicate again is, I'm in control. That time they use it to control you. And the third thing it communicates again is, you need to suffer to understand me. Like, seriously. And here is the truth most of you miss. It's really about strength. It's usually about emotional immaturity or unresolved pain. That time when you use silence, let's say the first one, when you don't know how to express hurt. When you are hurt, you can't really open up your mouth to say, I do not really like what you did. I feel hurt based on what you just did. Because you do not know how you can express your feelings, your hurt, you keep silence. The second thing here is, when fear confronts, when you fear confrontation, that moment when people confront you, you are afraid, and you too always afraid of confrontation. That is what it is. Or wants power without vulnerability. Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you something very real, like something real. When this happens in your relationship or in your marriage, which one are you? This is so crucial. The first option I need you to go through, I have two options here for you. First one is, do you chase and try to fix it? Then the second one is, do you shut down and withdraw? Because one of these two must happen. It's either you say it, you chase after it, I want to know why, or you shut down and withdraw. I want you to type A or B in the chat or in the comment if you're watching the replay or you're watching me from Facebook or Instagram. And another thing is, in a moment, I'm going to show you the number one mistake you make when you are given the silent treatment. And it actually makes things worse. So I want you to stay with me because this is so crucial. Yes. And with that, that takes me to the next part of this live section. And that is why it hurts so much. Yes, why it hurts so much. The silent treatment cuts deep because we humans are wired for connection. So because we are wired this way, we get hurt whenever we get this silent treatment. When someone withdraws, first thing it does is it triggers rejection. You start thinking you're being rejected. Yeah. And the second thing it does again is it creates anxiety. You start overthinking it. And the third one is it makes you question your words. You start asking yourself certain questions like you are not supposed to ask in the first place, but you see yourself ask these questions. This is why you start this silent treatment. And the first thing is you start over texting. You know, that moment you start texting them, try to know what's up, if I'm really You start over apologizing even when you are not. And you start overthinking everything, trying to fix something you don't even fully understand. I'm curious, what do you usually do when someone gives you the silent treatment? I'm very, very curious about it. I want you to type it one word in the comments. What do you usually do? And I'll be reading all your comments out. So with that being said, that takes me to the third part of this live section. And that is the number one mistake. You know, here's a mistake you make. Chasing for peace instead of standing in truth. And this happens when you beg for communication. When you over-explain yourself, you know, you try to give every explanation, or even when you take all the blame just to end the silence. You unintentionally reinforce the behavior without knowing. Yes. You teach the other person, if I go silent, I gain control. That's what you do if you do those things. So I want you to be honest here. Have you ever done this? I want you to be honest. I want you to type guilty if you have chased just to keep the peace. And with that being said, that takes me to the next part of this live section, and that's the biblical perspective. You know, a lot of you, I keep telling you all the time that everything you do on earth is in the Word of God. It's just you have not taken time to fish out each of them. Now let's bring this back to biblical truth, because I always share with you, so most of the time I give you the biblical truths you need to hear. Yes. Scripture calls us to, number one, speak truth in love. Speak the truth in love. That's what the Bible encourages us. The second thing the Bible encourages us is pursue peace. And the third thing the Bible also encourages us is act with self-control. Yes, yes. But the Bible did not call us to tolerate emotional manipulation. That's why I said you give them the power to do what they do. For example, a gentle answer turns away wrath. That's what the Bible says. Excuse me. And this speaks to how you respond. If you respond calmly, it will turn away wrath, and it will, you have things. Just but what happens? I want you to also remember the Bible also called us to walk in truth, not in fear. Yes, even Jesus did not chase people who withdrew. He remained grounded in truth and purpose. Do you believe you can pursue peace without losing your self-respect? Yes. Yes, absolutely yes, you can. So I want you to type in the comments yes or struggle. I want you to be honest, because why would you type yes if you do this, you work in it? Yes. If you are struggling with it, you type struggling. In that way, I will know you are struggling with that, and I will help you in a little way I can. Yes. So before we continue, I want to quickly recommend a powerful Christian marriage book called The Meaning of Marriage. Facing the complexities of marriage with the wisdom of God. Yes, I recommend this book because if your marriage feels confusing, strained, or emotionally distant, or if you're trying to understand what real commitment actually looks like. It offers deep biblical clarity and direction. Many marital issues stem from unmet expectations, emotional reactions, poor communication as well, and a lack of understanding of what covenant love requires. This book helps couples move beyond surface level love and build a stronger foundation through commitment, sacrifice, communication, forgiveness, and shared purpose. And that is why it connects so strongly with what we are talking about tonight. When someone uses silence, withdrawal, or emotional distance, it often reveals deeper issues in how the relationship understands love, yes, conflict, and commitment. I have placed the link in the description below or in the comments if you are watching from any angle, any platform, comment section also. Just so you know, this is an affiliate link, which means I earn a small commission if you make a purchase through it, through the link in the description, at no cost to you. Yes. So thank you for supporting this channel and helping us continue creating faith-based relationship content for you. So if you want to rebuild how you see and approach marriage with biblical wisdom, check out the meaning of marriage using that link down below. Now let's talk about how to respond biblically when someone gives you the silent treatment, because how you respond matters, just like the word of God says. And that takes me to the next section, and that is how to respond biblically. Here I'm going to give you a framework. Here is how you respond in a way that is both emotionally healthy and spiritually grounded. Yes. The first one is stay regulated, not reactive. Don't let their silence control your emotions. You know, that moment they go silent, you start talking or you start doing things just to make them come out from their shell. You are trying to tell them their emotions can control you. What they are doing can control even your own emotions. Don't let their silence control your emotions. This is so critical. Another thing you need to do is to pray. Pause, pray, and process it. When you keep quiet, you pause a little. You pray a word. You can ask God to give you maybe the wisdom to be able to address it. Then you process it. And the process part is when you ask yourself what happened, because you're going to know what has transpired before that silence. That's the only way you can process it well, because a lot of you do process things but do not really go to the nail, like hit the nail, the hammer on the nail head of the nail. So you have to really think of what transpired before and after. Then you know how you can process that. The second step, the second framework I'm giving you here is address it directly. You know, a lot of you don't really go straight to the point. You like a snake. You go from here to there, and for you to be able to achieve this, you need to do what? Address it directly. Once and clearly. Yes, let me explain. You can say, for instance, maybe there's something you wanna address, but you don't really know exactly. You can say, I can see you upset. Because when someone goes silent, didn't speak, it's an emotional way of telling you, oh, something is wrong. So you go by, I can see you're upset. I'm here when you are ready to talk, but I won't engage in silence as a way of resolving things. You just make it clear for them to know, I'm not tolerating this. So just like the way we addressed it initially, earlier. Now, on this particular one, you are calm, you are clear, and you don't chase. You are not chasing anything. Whenever they are ready to talk, you are there. But they should know you are not tolerating silent treatment as a way of, punishing or doing anything. So that's what you do. And the third framework I'm going to give you is set a boundary. A lot of you don't set boundaries, and that's why people misbehave. People do things around you. You're not rejecting them when you set boundary. You are rejecting the behavior. You know, there are behavior you allow people show you. When you accept it, they say, okay, you can accept this, they will do another. So it's like you've already told them, I can take anything. No. You're not rejecting them, but there are certain behaviors you don't want around you. So you set boundaries. As clear and simple as that. Very straightforward. And with that being said, the fourth framework I'm going to give you here also is give space without losing your self-respect. You know, that moment you try, just let them breathe. You too breathe. You need to breathe. Give them space without losing your self-respect. Now, space is healthy. A lot of you might be thinking wrongly about that. No, space is so healthy. It's not a punishment. Punishment, like don't even count it. Giving space is not a punishment. I want you to know the difference when you give space, because it's healthy. After you set boundaries, you know, there are things you need to do. Always give them space. I think it's high time give them space. So with that being said, that takes me to the fifth framework I have for you. And that is, don't internalize their silence. What does that mean? Their inability to communicate is not your identity. Because they keep silence because they cannot communicate it. They don't know how they can say it. So they are like, okay, let me keep calm. Don't internalize it. No. This is what it is. Like, this is what it really means to respond with wisdom. When you put these things in place, you are responding not just with wisdom, but also with emotional strength, and also biblical alignment. So, which one do you need to work on the most right now? I want you to type in the comments or in the chat, wherever you are watching me from. Type the number 1, 2, 3 or 4 or 5, because I listed 5 framework for you. So which one do you need work on? Comment with numbers in the chat or in the comments if you are watching the replay. This is real for a lot of you. This is real for a lot of you, because you are going through that, but because you don't know how to address it, how to go through it, you are keeping quiet. So, have you ever felt anxious or rejected because someone went silent on you? I also want you to type truth in the comments if you have felt that before. And with that being said, that takes me to the next part of this live section, and that is when it becomes a pattern. You know, I told you a lot of things you do, you are not knowing that. Just like we behave, we do something today, tomorrow we do it. Before you know it, it becomes a habit. And from a habit, it becomes a character. That's the same way these things are. When to know when it becomes a pattern in your marriage or your relationship. If the silent treatment is frequent, then it's a pattern. If they use it to control, like if it is used to control, then also is a pattern. Or it leaves you feeling anxious and small, also known as a pattern. Then you are no longer dealing with a moment. You are dealing with a pattern that needs to be addressed. Yes. And patterns don't change without first thing first, awareness. You know, I told you, you may be going through silent treatment, but because you don't know how to address it, or you don't know what it is, you don't even know is something that is bad, that is damaging to your relationship, you keep quiet because you think you don't know what it is. If you are aware that silent treatment is dangerous in your relationship, in your marriage, you will definitely work out and find ways to solve this issue. It's because without awareness, you cannot know. And the second thing again is if you do not, because you do not know, you're not aware. First is you're not aware, and the other one is accountability. Accountability. And what does that mean? What does that mean? And the third one is boundaries. Without these things, you cannot really change that pattern. You need these three things to be able to change the pattern of silent treatment. If it has become a pattern, because why is it a pattern is if it's something that's continuously happening, that is happening like we just said initially, frequent, then it's a pattern. if they use it to control you, to know what you have in mind, because that moment you start spilling things you're supposed to keep to yourself because you want to make people not to keep quiet. No. So you, first of all, you need to be aware of it. Awareness matter in everything. Be accountability. A lot of you are not accountable to certain things. And the third one is set boundaries. If you do not set boundaries, you cannot change that pattern. Do you think the silent treatment in your situation is first just temporal, or the second a pattern? Because like I said, if it is something that just happened once or twice, it's just temporary because it just happened. But like we always say, like the word always go, once it happens once, it will definitely happen again unless you address it. Because if you don't, it will. I promise you that it will. So because a lot of you don't know this, so you don't address it and you think it's a normal thing, it's a norm. No. Right away, I want you to type in the chat or in the comments A or B. If A is if it's temporal and B is if it is a pattern. We've shown you how it will become a pattern. If it happens often, frequently, then it's a pattern. If they use it to control you, then it's a pattern. Before I share the mindset shift, I want to recommend another powerful book, powerful marriage resource, The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work. In your relationship, if your relationship, maybe you're in your marriage or your relationship and it feels tense, it feels distant or stuck in the same argument on repeat, this book gives you a practical roadmap to start changing those patterns. What makes it so helpful? What makes it so helpful is that it is based on decades of real research on couples. It teaches you how to communicate better, manage conflict without damaging your connection, rebuild trust, strengthen relationships, and understand what healthy couples actually do differently. Yes, I recommend it because it doesn't just explain marriage problems. It offers practical steps you can start applying today. And when the silent treatment becomes a pattern, you need more than emotion. You need tools, awareness, accountability, and a healthier way to communicate it. I have placed the link in the description or in the description of this video. So just you know, this is an affiliate link, which means I earn a small commission if you make a purchase through it at no cost to you, at no extra cost, just that at no extra cost to you. Thank you for supporting this channel. I'm super grateful and helping me continue creating relationship content for you. So if you want a practical step-by-step guide to strengthen your marriage and handle conflict in a healthier way, check out the 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work using that link below. Now let's shift into a mindset that can change how you respond when someone goes silent. Yeah, I know you are eager to hear this one. Yes, so. But then, let me ask you, do you feel like you have been trying to control their response, or your partner's response, or your spouse's response, or whoever, or master yours? I want to know in the comments or in the chat below. Type them or me. Yes, with that I know. So with that being said, let's move into the next section of this video, the next part of this video, and that's the mindset shift. Yes, I promise I'm gonna give you this, and here it is. Stop asking, how do I get them to talk? That will not help you. There's something I want you to do. I want you to start asking, what is the healthiest way or healthiest response I can choose? Yes, that's the question you need to ask right now. If you are in such a situation, don't ask how you get them to talk. No, what is the healthiest way or healthiest response? So, you know why? Because your power is not in controlling them. And this is what a lot of you do not know, because you think you have power when you control people. You don't. Your power is in mastering your response. When you master your response, what you're going to give and how you're going to give it, you earn that power without controlling anyone. Yes. This is so powerful. If this is something you are dealing with right now, and you want help navigating it the right way, type coaching in the chats or in the comments, or message me directly. You know why? I will show you how we can walk through this together. So send me a message with the word coaching, or check the link in my bio, wherever you are watching me from. If it is Instagram, if it is Facebook, and if it is YouTube, check the link in the description or in my bio to learn more about my programs. Yes, this is powerful. And you know why? If you found this valuable, I want you to do something for me. I want you to share this live stream, save it, and follow or subscribe on YouTube if you're watching me on YouTube. If you're watching me on Facebook, Instagram, you can follow me for more content on building emotional, strong, God-centered relationships. Also, I linked 2 helpful resources, like helpful relationship or marriage resources, in the description of any video. In the description of this particular video, we are doing the meaning of marriage for couples seeking biblical wisdom on commitment, love, and covenant, and the 7 principles for making marriage work, for practical tools to improve communication, resolve conflict, build trust, and strengthen relationship. These are affiliate links, which means I earn just a small commission if you purchase through them at no extra cost to you. So silence doesn't have to destroy your relationship. I want to let you know that. Don't let it destroy your relationship, but misunderstanding it well. If you misunderstand that silence treatment, it will definitely destroy your relationship. So, but I urge you, I encourage you, don't let it destroy your relationship. I also want you to respond with wisdom, stand in truth, and protect your peace. These three things are crucial in this particular silent treatment. So with that, I want to say massive thank you to every one of you who have participated into this live section, because I can never take it for granted. I can never take it for granted. I'm super grateful that you are here. I'm super grateful. So thank you so much for taking part in this live section. And if there is anything like I said to you earlier, let me know down below in the chat or in the comments. And also, you can check out the description of, you can check out my bio in any of this platform if you need any help resolving your marriage issues. I'm here to help you. Thank you for letting me help you today, because I'm super grateful. Not by my power, not by my might, but by His grace, by His mercy, that we are here today. So thank you so much for joining this live section. And let me give you this. Take it from the air. Yes, that's my way of sharing my love to you. Take it from the air and receive it. In Jesus' mighty name I pray. Thank you for participating, and please remember to like and share this live section in order for others to be able to see and learn, take part in this blessing. So thank you, and I'll be seeing you in my other videos. Bye.